Okay, WCW says, I have two random questions.
WCW?
That's what it says his name is.
Oh.
It says WCW.
They're like a backyard wrestling thing.
Oh, okay.
But, yeah, WCW, I was like, WCW?
Yeah, the company.
Good, good for you for finding WCW. Like, when you're, looking on YouTube, what's the unregistered name? WCW? Holy crap. Boom. Good job.
It's true. Alright, so two random questions. Number one, do you miss or did you like Doink the Clown, the original heel Doink?
Yes.
I haven't seen enough of him to say. When I've seen him, it's been him. I saw him on that classic Raw thing that you got.
Yeah, the Raw season set 1 or whatever.
I didn't like it, but to be fair, I didn't like most anything on that. So.
But he was a fantastic wrestler, and he still is.
I just can't get
Matt
into
Bourne.
it.
But, yeah, I thought it was great. Kind of freaked me out as a kid, too, when he was a heel. Because I was, real little.
Yeah, I mean, that is kind of freaky. Okay, number two, what is your opinion on Shannon Moore? He's my favorite.
Oh.
I don't really know who that is. I'm sorry, no offense.
Before your time, now he's in TNA.
Oh, okay.
But anyways, he was in WCW. I didn't really watch WCW when it was on. But then he was an MFer for Matt Hardy, and I couldn't care less. And I mean, he's got a lot of talent, I guess, and he's a high flyer and whatnot, but I just never got it, so I don't know, I just never got him.
Okay. Never got him.
Never got him.
Okay. Never got him and don't know.
And then he went to TNA. So every time he was wherever he was at, he was in a place that I didn't really care about. When he was on SmackDown, I was like, eh.
Okay, that makes sense. So you just
he got overlooked in my eyes. To me, everywhere he went, I wasn't looking that direction.
Okay, that makes sense. All right, now Don Generico88 says, "Hey, I was born in 1988. Is that why you put 88? Are you my same age? I don't know." Anyways, he says, "What's both on your ethnic background?" Well, I am Irish and German, which explains my fiery temper and stubbornness.
And I am Norwegian?
Norwegian.
And
we're talking Viking, which explains the long blonde hair and reddish beard.
And I am part Native American too.
That's true. I mean, I guess I'm part Native American too, but it's pretty insignificant.
Yeah, mine's a little bit larger than yours.
I'm sure I got some other stuff mixed up in the pot. The
yeah.
Irish side is pretty pure. The Irish side is pretty pure Irish. I'm pretty much 1/2 Irish, but the German side's kind of muddled. Okay, do you guys follow sports? If so, what are your teams? MLB? I don't even know what that is. Oh, Major League Baseball.
Oh my gosh!
That should answer your question, by the way. NFL, I knew that one. NBA, etc.
What is NBA?
Okay. National Basketball Association. Oh, yeah, I knew that one. Okay, so, no, not really. The only sport that I follow is Baylor women's basketball, because I kind of grew up with them, and they win all the time. I'm a very fair-weather sports fan. You have to dominate for me to even look at you. If you lose even, I don't know, half of your games, you're gone. Gone.
I don't watch sports at all.
Yeah. We're just not sports people.
Not a sports fan at all.
I kind of like watching soccer, but I don't, follow it. But if there's a soccer game on, I can watch it. If there's a basketball game on, I can watch it, but I don't follow it. If there's a football game on, I just want to smack myself in the head.
I just can't follow any of them.
Spat.
Honestly, I don't even understand the rules to, football and stuff. I'm watching it and I'm like,
it confuses me.
And I mean, I know, I sound just, ridiculous, but, I just have never got into sports. I'm, athletic, but I just never got into sports.
Yeah.
And it's kind of nice because there's so much time that I don't have to.
Well, and I think people get really wrapped up in the sports thing. I mean, it affects them emotionally when their team loses.
Yeah.
And I mean, I guess that's a good and bad thing, but I just think it's weird. I just don't get it. I mean, I'm not bashing anybody. I just personally have never gotten it, but it's more acceptable for me because I'm a girl. Kind of hard for old Chronics over here.
Yeah, when people ask me about sports, I'm just
especially football. Oh my gosh.
Oh, by the way, when Otunga did the praying thing? I learned that was Tebowing.
I learned that as well because you told me. Didn't know.
Yeah.
I had to ask who Tim Tebow was a week ago because I didn't know.
That's true, I did too. I was because I saw it on Twitter and I was like, what is a Tebow? I looked it up and it was not a steak, it was a guy who prays and something.
And he's a Christian
whatever.
and...
So yeah, unless it's super famous, I won't even know nothing about it.
It's quite true. I had something else I was going to say about that, but I forgot now. Yeah, I don't remember. Alright, Chronics, how long did it take to get your hair that long, and when are you going to cut it?
Man, why is everybody always asking me to cut it? Is it the same guy asking me to cut it?
I don't think so.
Took me like a year to get it this long.
A year and a half.
This
isn't as long as it has been. It has been down to about like right here.
Yeah, if you watch the early videos.
Yeah.
That was at its longest.
That was its longest.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't really think I'm gonna cut it.
Yeah, I don't want you to
like
cut
the
it.
plan is. Remember the plan. Chronic starts going bald, we cut it.
Amen.
But Chronix has not lost any hair. It's amazing.
Chronix is not going to be one of those guys that has the circle length long hair, like where there's no hair on the top and there's long hair on the bottom. That is not okay.
Like Hulk Hogan.
I guess.
See, we got full hairage over here.
It's alright. Don't brag about it too much. You need to knock on wood. There's some wood right there.
I ain't gonna knock on wood. That's stupid.
Okay.
Let's knock on wood.
I'm gonna knock on wood.
That's not wood. That's fiber.
Matter. I gotta knock on something.
Fibroid.
Okay. If you guys play video games, what are your favorites? Kind of already said this. My favorites are like old side-scrolling games, Mario, Yoshi. That's about all I can do. I can play the little duck game on the PlayStation where you just roll.
Nobody knows what that is. It's such a random game.
I hope somebody knows what it is, just so they.
Nobody will know what that is. I'm just saying. Well, I like
duck down the hole. You just tilt the controller. Simple games. I'm talking games made for 5-year-olds.
You know, I like a lot of classic games like The Nights Into the Dreams and Sonic Adventure on Dreamcast.
And the SpongeBob game. I almost beat that game. And I actually
on PlayStation 1.
And I actually did beat Yoshi's Story. That's the only video game I've ever beaten in my whole life was Yoshi's Story. I was really proud of myself. I went,
good for you. Yeah, and then the old Sonic games on Genesis. Greatness.
And you haven't played that Sonic Adventure game now.
Yeah, I've been playing Sonic Adventure. Like, I always loved that game, but I've been playing it again recently.
That's right.
And I'm in all the wrestling games. Oh, man, I love that stuff. Awesome.
Yeah, fun fact, I didn't get my first video game system until I was like 15. And the video game system I got when I was 15 was a Genesis, which was
what year was that, so people know? I
don't know. Like 10 years before that?
No, when did you get it?
Oh, when I was 15? This was like, what, 2004?
When you were 15?
I don't know. I can't do math in my head. Why'd you put me on a spot where I had to do math in my head?
What grade were you in?
I guess I was a junior.
No! When you were 15?
I don't remember.
Oh my gosh, when you were 15, you were like a freshman.
Okay. No, I wasn't. Well, I was a sophomore.
Oh.
I was a sophomore.
It was 2002.
Thank you. Why didn't you just say that like an hour ago?
Well, because you were all confusing with all the random stuff you were saying. I was like 15.
Because I can't do math in my head and I couldn't figure out.
I was a senior in high school and I was 15. Come on. You don't know how old you were?
I can't do math in my head. That would involve some subtracting.
Yeah, you should just know that.
No, well, I'm sorry. I don't intuitively know that, Mr. Smarty Pants.
Like, I graduated high school when I was 18.
I graduated high school when I was 17.
Good for you.
That's right.
I know, it made it a lot more confusing with the 1 year's difference.
Shut up. It's like a spell.
What? I can use spell check. There's no math check, you know, like when you speak and stuff.
It's calculators.
Well, you ain't got no calculator, do you?
I ain't got no calculator.
You know, common sense takes you a long way. It's something we got over here.
Spelling takes you a long way, too.
Not when you got the phone and it's spell correct. You type, you got spell correct.
Is wrong, man.
What? When I speak and I don't have like any device to help me spell correct, like when I'm talking, am I spelling incorrectly with my voice? No. See, burned.
What?
Anytime I need to put words on something, it has a spell correct.
Because your spelling is so bad that sometimes the spell correct can't even help you. Don't start hating on my math skills. We're gonna go down a bad road.
I can't help that they make words like canarly that have silent letters. That's crap.
And knife.
Knife. What kind of word is knife? I'm gonna stab you with my knife. That's not fair. You can't spell things with silent letters. That makes no sense. Just spell it the way it sounds. I know how to spell knife.
I'm so glad.
I can spell anything.
That's spell favorite.
Damn it. Hold on. I'll spell it for you right now. Favorate.
I-T-E.
Well, it's close enough. If I had to spell it correct, I wouldn't have to worry about that. You thought I was going to spell a completely different word because I can't spell anything.
Okay, that was a really long off-track thing. Anyway, and then he says, okay, that's it. That is it.
What direction is that?
Right. I know, because I have my watch on my left hand.
Oh my gosh. Are you freaking serious? Do you have left written on your, like, foot and stuff?
No, I don't need to, because I got my watch.
Like in the bottom of your shoe, it says left and right, and then on your foot, it's tattooed left and right, so you make sure you don't get them confused.
Not that bad. Okay. Alright, now we have Impossible956 says, who are your favorite superstars right now in the WWE? Right now,
Cody Rhodes.
I do like him more than I used to. I'm gonna say The Miz and R-Truth and Dolph Ziggler.
Oh yeah, Dolph Ziggler. It's probably my number one.
And I don't know if Vicky Guerrero counts, but I like her.
No, I don't think that counts.
I'd like Karma if she was there full time, but she's not. I like Triple H if he counts.
I don't think he counts either.
I like The Undertaker if he counts.
Is The Miz in there?
I said The Miz first.
No.
Who else do I like?
Yeah, there's really not that many. I mean, there's
I
Sheamus.
used to like Natalia until she started farting.
Yeah.
I mean, on TV, I know.
I mean, Beth is pretty cool.
That's okay, yeah.
Yeah, there's not really that many. That's kind of sad.
There's not.
I mean, everybody.
I'm trying to think really hard.
Like, CM Punk and Daniel Bryan are not in my favorites.
CM Punk's in my okay slot, and Daniel Bryan's in my I can't stand you slot.
Really?
Yes.
I mean, they're both, really good at what they do, but they're not in my favorites.
Yeah, CM Punk's really good at it. Daniel Bryan's a good wrestler, but I just personally don't really care about wrestling skills so much.
Yeah, that's why you're a WWE fan, right?
Yeah. I'm not ashamed.
Not ashamed.
Not ashamed.
That you like the entertainment.
Sure not.
We are always talking about the storylines.
Alright, number 2. Did you name yours, or did you just agree with mine?
I just agreed with yours.
Okay.
I mean, there's really not that many more people.
Number 2, do you think WrestleMania 28 will be successful? I think so. I mean, all WrestleMania is pretty much successful.
Yeah, I mean,
as far as the money-making
I guess the question's because of Survivor Series 2011 not getting, like, the greatest deal ever, but I mean
it's WrestleMania.
Yeah. And I mean, you got The Undertaker, you got Sheamus going in, you got Chris Jericho versus CM Punk. You know, I think it's pretty dang solid. You got The Rock in there. If they can't sell this WrestleMania, they are screwed. I mean,
True.
I don't know how they're going to beat that next year, honestly, unless they just really build up some stars.
Yeah, they're going to have to work hard between now and then. Alright. Number 3. How would you book Chris Hero's debut and feature in the WWE? I don't know who that is. I'm sorry. This is no offense to y'all's wrestlers. I just don't know that many people.
Oh my gosh. So Chris Hero is a Ring of Honor guy.
Yeah, of course he is. Okay.
He's a nobody. You know how we can already see how you would book him. He would just come in and get squashed by somebody.
No, I mean, I wouldn't do that. I mean, I'm not denying the guy probably has some legitimate talent.
Well, I think obviously you can't bring him in as a great wrestler and he's going to come in there and do great things. I mean, they kind of did that with Daniel Bryan in a way. He was in the shadow of William Regal and everything.
I mean, I know that I bash on Daniel Bryan a lot, but part of it's not his fault, because part of it's just that the guy got the belt too soon.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I mean, like, that's part of the problem. Part of the problem isn't his fault. Part of it is, and part of it isn't.
But I think it's okay what they're doing with the belt. I mean, I think it's fine, honestly.
I just think the belt's worthless.
Well, yeah. But Chris Hero, I would just not have him job. I don't know what they would do. I'm sure that they're probably going to, like, give him some stupid name like Sistro Villain or something will be his new...
Sistro Villain?
Yeah, that'll be his new name. But, yeah. Just don't bury the guy. That'll even make me sad.
Yeah, I mean, it's not fair to just bring somebody in and then squish them.
Chris Hero is another person that people say I look like.
Oh, yeah, I looked him up because they said you look like him. I do know who he is. I looked him up because somebody said Chronix looked like him.
Oh, yeah? What's your favorite Chris Hero match?
I said I knew who he was. I have seen his picture on the internet.
Okay, you can continue. I'm going to check the time.
Hold on, you wrote down UK wrestling videos.
No, he's a UK YouTuber.
Okay. Well, I just wanted to make sure that you wrote down, you said what you put.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Now we have Eddie Delga 214 says, why you...
Yeah, Eddie Delga is in Dallas.
Oh, okay.
First of all, we forgot one of his questions last time because he asked like late or whatever.
Oh, okay.
He asked if we had kids.
He did?
Yeah.
Didn't we have another question like that?
Well, later on.
Okay. No, we do not have kids. We are not kid people.
No children.
I mean, I guess I shouldn't say that because, like, I like other people's kids. I just don't want my own kids. Because other people's kids, you can, like, take them and play with them, do all the fun stuff, and then just flick them back to their parents when they start bothering you.
Yeah, so, I mean, no. No kids.
Yeah.
Ain't gonna happen. No. No. Never.
I mean, yeah. I mean, we're on the same page with that, which is unusual, and we get a lot of flack from, like, friends and family.
Oh, yeah, because they're like, what's wrong with you doing
But
kids?
it's not that we have a problem with other people having children. We just don't
We don't want them for, for ourselves.
For various reasons that are so long that nobody wants to hear them, and they take up a whole video to themselves.
Well, that's true.
But
their rant would be endless.
It would be. But we have our kitty cats.
Now, we got kitty cats. Those are our kids.
Yeah, and so we're happy with that.
So that was the question we didn't get to.
Okay, well, he asked this time, why you in H-Town? That'd be Houston, for those of you that aren't from Texas.
Yeah, because D-Town is Dallas.
That's right. Is W-Town
or big,
Waco?
No, it's Big D.
Big D.
Waco's something else. I can't remember. I should know.
Deep in the heart of Texas. That's not how that goes. I also have no rhythm. We're going to discuss my faults here. Okay,
Why we're in Houston?
Because I had to go there for something. Okay. That's right. And you came with me. Okay. And 100 show anniversary already. Proud of you guys. When is it? I think that's a cuss word. Okay.
It's a little text.
Sorry. I mean, really. Chronix printed out. It's like this big, guys.
I'm trying to save the environment.
You're trying to hurt my eyeballs. Join up together to make, if you guys wouldn't mind. But like I said, congrats all the way. Thank you.
Yeah, we hadn't really been in Dallas since then.
It's true.
In Big D. Yeah, if I'm ever down in Dallas...
But we go to Big D a lot more than we go to H-Town.
That's for sure.
By the way, nobody really talks like that all the time. I just wanted to throw that out there.
Some people do.
Really?
I'm sure they do.
I guess that makes sense. We don't.
H-Town.
I usually just call it Dallas and Houston, but whatever.
Big H.
Okay. Seamplay 101 says, can WWE actually make a good match for Taker and Cena or Kane? I think no. Cena, no way. Kane, yes. Okay, can Cena. Thank you for my question.
Against who? Kane?
Hold on. Good match for Taker and Cena or Kane. He says he thinks no on Kane, on Cena. I guess he just wants, we'll go with the first question. Can you make a good match for Taker and Cena or Kane? Maybe.
I'm confused with what the question is. I'm sorry.
Look, I think I confused you with the other thoughts. Can WWE actually make a good match for Taker and Cena or Kane?
Taker and Cena?
Or Taker and Kane.
I think they can make a good match with that. I mean, it would be kind of stupid.
I'm not sure if I'd buy that match.
Yeah. Maybe if it was like 2 years ago, like when they had their match in 2003 or whatever, where the Cena was rapping and being the bad guy, that was freaking awesome. And that, if I'm not mistaken, that happened in Dallas.
Yeah,
at a pay-per-view, but
cool.
I'm not for sure.
Okay, and now Taker and Kane, I mean, this has been done too many times for me to care.
Or what if it was Taker? Taker and Kane. Yeah, I don't want to see that again, honestly.
Or if they
honestly, none of their matches have been great at WrestleMania. They've all been kind of...
And I, as a whole, am genuinely unimpressed with Kane.
Really?
So, Still?
You haven't really seen him wrestle, like, at all yet.
I agree.
Like, he hasn't had, like, a catch-as-catch-can match, you know what I mean?
A what?
Like a grappling-style match. All the matches he's been in
I don't
are...
like grappling-style matches.
What do you like?
High-flying matches.
No, that's not what I mean. I mean an in-ring match.
Oh, okay.
Everything they've been having is, like, assaults backstage, or falls count anywhere, or ambulance matches, or casket matches, and stupid crap like that.
I just have trouble with Kane, because I cannot buy the whole Kane's a monster thing. I just can't. I don't dislike it, but I just can't get into it.
You're thinking too much about Kane.
I don't know. I mean, I'm just, like, I don't dislike him. He just doesn't impress me to the level that he seems to be built up as. That makes sense.
Yeah, I guess.
And then Cena and Kane. I mean, I think they could make a decent match.
We're about to find out.
Yeah, I'm kind of liking that storyline a little. I kind of just like to laugh at it. I mean,
yeah, I mean, it's given me some, like, reasons to laugh and be like, oh, no, he just didn't and stuff, but...
Yeah.
Is it serious?
No.
Not really, but it's entertaining.
Yeah.
At least, I guess.
Yeah.
Kind of afraid of where it's going to lead to in the end with Zack Ryder, but whatever.
He fell off in the wheelchair.
Oh, boy.
I'm sorry, but, like, the third time they showed that slow motion, it just got hilarious. Okay. Now, WoolstonHome says, what do you think about the Japanese style of wrestling? Do you watch Noah and... I can't tell if that's NJPW or NIPW. I'm thinking NJ,
New Japan,
probably Japanese.
it's New Japan Pro Wrestling.
Yeah, NJPW. Yeah. Thanks. Love you. Thanks, we love you too.
So,
I like Japanese wrestling because to me it's... Okay, I'm probably going to get in trouble for this because this is probably wrong. It was like, to me it's kind of like Mexican wrestling. Is that okay to say?
I don't know, because honestly, I don't watch very much of it, so I don't know.
I mean, I guess that's true.
I mean...
But I see Japanese wrestlers, and I like what they do. That's kind of what I'm basing that on.
Okay.
Like
I do not...
What's his face?
Yoshitatsu?
Tatsu, yeah.
Anyways, like, I don't know a lot about him, so I can't really comment. I assume that it has a lot less bullcrap and promos and stuff, and it's more about the matches. And I know that the psychology is completely different in Japanese style.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I don't know. I've seen some matches, and I quite honestly, I don't get it. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
I think they're good matches, but I don't understand the psychology or the difference or whatever.
Well, it's hard to make that leap culturally.
It really is.
So different from us.
And I'm sure, like, since you're asking me these detailed questions about it,
that probably like it a
that
lot?
you're probably a big fan. So if you could please explain to me what the difference is, or show me a good match and be like, look, this is Japanese wrestling.
Yeah, because, like, I can't really say that I like it and think it's like Mexican wrestling, because, like he said, I don't watch much of it. I just think when I see Japanese wrestlers, the way that they wrestle reminds me of a Lucha Libre.
Yeah, but I think what he's talking about is more of, like, the heavyweight guys, because, like, yeah, there's the lightweight guys that are like the way they are in Mexico, but the Lucha Libres.
I mean, is it the same as, like, the big, what are those called? But see,
like,
the underwear guys, what are they called?
I don't know what you're talking about, but see, like, a lot of the Japan wrestling, you know, like John Laryngitis was, you know, Japan, and then Vader was a big dude in Japan, MVP went to Japan, you know, so it's like, they just have a different style. It's not all small guys.
Hey, look, it begins with an S, and it's these big giant dudes, and they're in their underwear. They, like, make fun of them.
Sumo wrestlers?
Sumo, thank you. Okay.
No, that's not sumo. That's
not the same?
That's not pro wrestling.
Okay. I was just asking a question.
I'm just saying, it's nothing like that.
Alright. Well, you said big, heavy guys.
Is that in Japan? Do they do that in Japan? I thought that was in China.
I thought it was Japan.
I don't know.
Please educate us. We don't know anything about this. Okay. Now, final question for this video. Undertaker010 says, there's the question I was looking for. Okay, I knew I saw it. Undertaker010 says, number 1, who would want to see as Raw GM if Johnny Ace was not GM anymore? I don't know.
Mick Foley.
No. No, 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 no. No!
I can't even think of anybody. That's probably why he hasn't been replaced. Because there ain't nobody to replace him with.
This is a good point. I guess they could go back to the anonymous GM. That was okay.
I like that. They should have stayed with it. But since they went away from it, they can't just go back. It'd be ridiculous.
We never learned who the anonymous GM was.
Exactly. That was crap. And you know what? We're probably never going to figure out who the actual full-time general manager is, because John Laurinaitis is the interim guy. I don't think they knew who the anonymous GM was.
They
don't
were
know.
Just like, we don't have anybody. Let's make a computer.
I mean, maybe Triple H will take over after the match. That's what I'm going to say. After the match at WrestleMania, 2 weeks later or a month later, whenever he recuperates, I'm sure he's just going to walk right back in there and take over, which I don't want to see because, he was, I don't know. He was like a face, but then he was trying to be a heel, and it didn't really work, and it didn't go nowhere, and it ended up in the stupidest angle ever, and Kevin Nash texting himself and all that stupid crap, and John Laurinaitis still remains as, I don't know, it was all convoluted, so...
That was really long.
Please don't be Triple H.
Yeah.
All I can say. Maybe it'll be Chris Hero.
Alright, this is the one that I thought I saw and then couldn't find. Okay, why does Crystal wear a hat? Is she bald? Smiley face. No, I'm not bald. Thank you very much.
I know, what if you were bald? That'd be kind of mean.
That's true. What if I'm missing all my hair from here up?
You're Hulk Hogan.
And I have the circle hair. What would that be like, man?
Hulk Hogan over there.
Okay. No, I wear a hat because I like to wear hats in general. Like, I wear hats all the time. I have kind of a big forehead, and so I think hats make me look better. And that's just the truth of why I wear hats kind of in general in regular life. But I wear hats on the show because I started just wearing one because I like the way I look in hats, and then Chronix was like, well, you should wear a hat all the time, so it'll be like
your gimmick.
Be like your trademark, your gimmick, and I was like, okay. So
and I literally said, one day somebody will be like, hey, why do you wear a hat?
That's true.
And you'd have to
explain
it.
That day has come. Almost a year after we decided this.
That's amazing.
That's right.
Can we see you without your hat?
Nope, sorry, I just ruined the gimmick.
But
I have been seen without my hat.
You've been seen without your hat.
I have. So it's not
several times.
It's not like it's a big mystery. I just usually wear it because it's what I do.
And if you go to our, here's a plug, if you go to our Facebook page at The Most Extreme Wrestling, there's actually pictures of you without your hat.
That's true.
And I don't know, does she have all her hair or not? You'll have to look. So, yes, another Q&A will have to come as we have run out of questions on this page, and we will continue on the page after this as we get to the next set of Q&A questions. So we will get to your questions, well, if you asked them anyways.
Yeah.